Let's take a look at exactly what got announced today, because I think it's pretty exciting stuff. All right, and I'll give you guys my initial thoughts on it and stuff like that. So just after I ended my stream today, OTK came up with an announcement. We'll take a look at their video. Okay, let's watch the video. OTK presents. In partnership with Starforge Systems, Raider.io, and Blizzard Entertainment.
I challenge Makora!
My mana is low. My bad.
$100,000 prize pool for this Makara tournament.
Death claims us all.
$100,000 prize pool. Cool, huh? So I didn't get a chance to actually look at like all the rules and stuff like that, but basically it's going to be the largest World of Warcraft dueling tournament in history. It's going to be broken down into a few different phases. It's going to be broken down into a few different phases. So character creation is going to begin on October 6th. Then there's going to be a qualifier, just regular duels. So you don't have to delete your character during the qualifications, I do think. And that's on October 30th. And then for the finals, it is all Makara and you're dead. I think it would be cool if you actually had to delete your character for the qualification, but maybe they want to do like best 2 out of 3 or something like that. I'm not exactly sure, but I am a little bit curious about the rules and what they decided to go with. I did hear, so like a prizing really quick. Okay, so the champion will win $50,000 with the remaining $50,000 to be distributed evenly between the top placing individuals for their respective class. So the tie resulting in prize money being evenly divided amongst tied members. You don't want to miss out on any of the action of this thrilling Makara tournament. Start planning your preparation. Get ready to make your characters. Don't forget to register. The final battle takes place on October 30th and 31st on Esfand, Sodapoppin, and Zaryu's Twitch channels. A disclaimer, World of Warcraft Dueling is not an officially supported Blizzard event. While our team is working tirelessly to ensure a smooth and fair experience, there's a possibility that something goes awry during this event. If you're uncomfortable losing your character or an opportunity at the prize pool due to technicality, administrative decision, or an in-game bug, this is not the tournament for you. Read the full rules here. Okay, so I want to check out the full rules really, really quickly. Okay, code of conduct, blah, 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 blah. Inspection, all participants and competitors in-game characters will be subject to a bag and talent inspection prior. So this is just like the CDL. Inspections will require competitors to open their bag in-game, talents, and character panel on stream to ensure fair play and preserve an integrity. Yeah, so this is basically just, like, before you even do the duels, you can't have any paraphernalia in your bags. And I don't know what is... I want to know more about like the rules. General rules. Okay, here's what I care about the most. Okay, the number 1 rule: all gear acquired from within Molten Core, Onyxia's Lair, Blackwing Lair, Zul'Gurub, AQ20 and 40, and Anaxarama is banned. So all raid gear is banned, just right off the bat. You cannot raid. You can, but you can't use any of the gear. All world buffs are banned. World buffs are classified as buffs obtained through quests. Sunflower, head drops, dire maul buffs, Zanzas, etc. All baseline class abilities and class buffs are permitted. Competitors may not leave a designated duel location for any reason, including hearthstoning to repair. If a competitor must log offline for any reason, a maximum of 5 minutes of offline time will be permitted. After the 5-minute mark, the competitor will be disqualified and forfeit any potential prize money. Jeez. There will be a 2 or 3 minute downtime between duels for classes to heal, buff, and mana up. That's very short. You don't even get all your cooldowns back. So if you have to duel back to back, I don't necessarily like that because a lot of classes won't even be able to get their cooldowns up. And this is a thing that happened in CDL too, where you had to greed some duels. It's like, oh, I'm dueling a warrior. I shouldn't use my cold snap because I'm dueling a shaman next. and you knew you weren't going to have it for both duels, so you had to like purposely make one of the duels harder, you know? Competitors must be aware that due to the variety of circumstances, dueling locations may be changed. Okay. Players must maintain one talent build for the qualification stage and the finals. A different build may be used in each stage, but cannot be changed. So you can only have one talent build. And that's very important because you have to go with kind of like a well-rounded build. You can't just go all talents to like beat a warlock or beat a mage or beat a rogue. And that's actually a disadvantage for some specs. Some specs are only really going to use like one specific talent build. On mage, for example, it'd be really, really easy for me to want to switch up my talents depending on what I'm dueling, but you have to basically go with something like a one-size-fits-all kind of build. Duelists may only compete in one character for the entirety of the tournament. Competitors shall be required to stream their perspective during the qualifications and Makarai finals, which includes their dueling matchups and any bag or talent inspections, as well as preserve their VOD for review to be accessed by SFMG administrators. Failure to stream the matches or preserve a VOD may result in forfeiture of all matches and prize money. Competitors are responsible for reading and understanding all the rules. Okay, here we go. This is an interesting one. Okay, look at this. All engineering items, aside from those mentioned below, are permitted. So the only thing from engineering that is not permitted is the mind control cap. That's big. Interference in the event of external interference during a duel that is deemed SFMG administrators and referees to affect the outcome of Makara. The duel shall be timed out and redone later in the round. If an interference is found to be intentional and or coordinated by one of the competitors, that competitor will be immediately disqualified from the tournament and forfeit any and all money. All consumables, unless otherwise specified in these rules, are permitted except for those mentioned below. See, I don't know how I feel about this. Yeah, I don't know if I like this. An item that's classified as banned may not be equipped in the match nor available in competitor's bag during specials. Any violation of the engineering items, consumables, or itemizations rules above. Okay, so like for example, like a rogue, for example, can use like a shadow protection potion. You know, like it's gonna be. I don't think a mage can win a rogue with imsprint, faps, frost resistant gear. Yeah, exactly. That's what I mean. Like, how can you beat? Like, you're just gonna go I don't see a mage winning, and it's actually one of the reasons why I don't think I'm gonna play. Not that I don't think it's an awesome tournament, because I do think it's an awesome tournament. But I think the reason why I'm not gonna play is because I'd want to play mage, and part of me feels like mage has no chance of winning. Like, imagine being a mage, Sam I am, and dueling an SL warlock that can use, like, you're gonna go right? Like, how could you possibly win? They're gonna be able to use frost resist pots, you know, like frost absorb pots. Like, you're just gonna go before you can even do the damage. So I think things like rogues and things like warlock will be extremely hard for mage. And yeah, I don't know. Like, I'm still on the fence. There's a chance that I want to compete on it, but I genuinely don't think a mage is gonna win this event. What do you think, Sam? Do you think a mage could win this with all consumables, including like faps and frost resist gear? And I just don't know how you're gonna do it. Openers prior to the duel commencing, participants will be situated at the dueling area designated by the referees. Competitors may not mount up. Duelists maintain 20-yard distance. To guarantee the distance is accurate, duelists shall stand on the duel flag and initiate a duel before moving 10 yards opposite of one another. Once the duels are positioned, the SMG administrators will direct the competitors. No openers are guaranteed for any class. Okay. You have to be the best mage to get money? I don't think that's how it works in this. You think mages have a great advantage? You think that you would beat an SL warlock even with... I feel like you wouldn't, but maybe I'm wrong. Maybe you could use shadow resistance gear. I just feel like it's going to be so cheesy, man. But I'm excited to watch it. It's like the kind of cheese that I can't wait to watch, but I don't know if I'm going to play. But yeah, very interested to see how this plays out. I think it'll be a lot of fun. If you want to register, if you guys are interested, because literally anybody can play with this. You create a brand new Horde character on Skull Rock. Ensure your character has SFMG at the end of its name. Log out of your character and hit the back button. Resync your BattleNet. Fill out the registration form. Log back in. Start leveling. So if you guys are interested, you will be able to do the registration form and make your characters and start leveling, and you could play. You could do it. Top 3 mages, rogues, etc. You think so? Maybe, yeah, it's possible. Is there any rules about like drinking? Delay of game. Oh, okay, here we go. This is another interesting one. Delay of game. No intentional delay shall be permitted. Rogues intentionally stealthing. Any non-strategic acts whose sole purpose is to delay a duel will result in the forfeit of the duel. Inactivity is 60 seconds or more during a duel will immediately delay of game penalty. Intentionally fleeing from a duel will result in disqualification and forfeiture of all prize money by the fleeing player. If a player is intentionally fled by another player, the exploiting player triggering the force flee will be immediately disqualified. Ooh, he fled. Competitors should be mindful that ambiguous flee situations may arise, and those will be called into review and judged at the discretion of the organizers. In the duel tournament, no win will be granted. Oh, in the event of a duel timeout, no win will be granted. Duelers will reduel, but with a cap on food and water. Okay. What do you guys think about this? Oz made this post. Oz says, could we get a cool 2-month period to level for duel tourney? Some people have jobby jobs and go to worky work. Also, ban trading, otherwise your tournament is ruined before it starts. Spoon-fed streamers and RMT Andes will leech and purchase everything possible. That is another thing about this tournament that I feel like I don't want to deal with, is I feel like I'm going to have to compete with, you know, classic Andes that have like a massive community to back them up, you know? I'm not saying maybe I wouldn't get some help, but yeah. It's very clear there's like certain people that, you know, are favored in the classic community because they play the game and they love the game and people love them for liking it. And that's cool. But it's also like, it's a huge advantage to have like an unlimited supply of gold and help in dungeons and, you know what I mean? Man, $100,000 duel tournament, man. $100,000 duel tournament. I wonder if there's anyone from retail that doesn't play classic that's gonna interest them enough to play, you know? Like, I really wonder what's gonna happen, man. Life-changing amount of money, $50,000. That shit is just insane, bro. It is the most money you can win. Like, I'm not joking, it's the most money ever been available in a WoW tournament in the history of the game. $50,000 for one person is the most prize money ever, bigger than any BlizzCon, for a classic duel tournament. A classic duel tournament. Makara has a bigger first place prize pool than any BlizzCon in the history of the game. That is fucking insane, dude. The whole freaking world's gonna be watching that tournament.